Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories.
My name is Laura, and I was 7 months pregnant when I realized that something was terribly wrong with my body. Everyone around me said that pregnancy was supposed to be exhausting, that feeling weak and tired was normal, so at first I ignored the signs. But this was not ordinary tiredness. My legs felt heavy all the time, my hands shook without reason, my vision blurred, and sometimes my heart raced as if I had been running, even when I was sitting still. My husband, Daniel, was always calm and gentle with me, holding my hand and telling me that everything was fine, that both I and the baby were healthy. He took me regularly to the same hospital and the same doctor, Dr. Evans, who repeated the same words every time, saying that my tests were normal and that pregnancy anxiety often made women feel worse than they really were. I wanted to believe them, but deep inside, my body kept telling me a different story. During one of my routine checkups, a nurse came in to give me my medication, and the moment she looked at me, I felt something strange. She avoided my eyes at first, then suddenly looked at me with an expression I could not understand. There was sadness in her eyes, mixed with fear and guilt, as if she was carrying a heavy secret. Her hands trembled as she placed the pills in my palm, and for a brief moment it felt like she wanted to say something. Her lips parted slightly, but before she could speak, the doctor entered the room, and her face instantly went blank. She lowered her eyes, said nothing, and quickly left the room. But the look she gave me stayed in my mind long after I went home. A week later, I fainted in my kitchen, and Daniel rushed me to the hospital in panic. The doctor again said it was nothing serious, just low blood pressure, but this time I was kept overnight for observation. Late that night, after Daniel left to bring some clothes from home, there was a soft knock on my door. When I opened it, I saw the same nurse standing there. She stepped inside quietly and locked the door behind her, her entire body shaking. In a trembling voice, she told me that the medicines I had been taking were not the ones written in my medical file, and that my dosage had been deliberately changed over time, slowly weakening my body without raising suspicion. My heart began to race as fear filled my chest, and when I asked her who was responsible, she hesitated before telling me the truth that shattered my world. The changes had been approved by my husband. At first, I refused to believe her, insisting that Daniel loved me and would never hurt me. But she explained that she had seen him signing consent forms, speaking privately with the doctor, and making secret payments. She told me that Daniel was terrified of losing another family, that his first wife had died during childbirth years ago, along with their baby, and that when I became pregnant, his fear returned stronger than ever. Instead of facing it, he tried to control it, believing that if my body weakened enough, doctors would perform an early delivery and everything would be safe. He never thought about the damage it would cause to me, only about his fear and his need to feel in control. That same night, I asked for a transfer to another hospital, where new doctors ran proper tests and immediately discovered the truth. My body had been slowly poisoned, not enough to kill me, but enough to put my life at risk. Emergency treatment saved me and my baby, and when Daniel came to see me, smiling at the ultrasound screen, I looked at him and felt nothing but betrayal. I told him I knew everything, and as his face turned pale, he tried to explain that he did it out of love and fear, but I knew that real love does not lie or control or play with someone's life. Security escorted him out, the doctor lost his license, and the nurse bravely testified against them. Months later, as I held my baby in my arms, I was still healing from the pain, but I was alive, free, and strong enough to understand that sometimes the people who claim to love us the most are the ones who hurt us the most in silence.